Hey everybody, Kevin and Robin coming to you on a rainy little Wednesday. Kind of reminds me, yeah, kind of cold and rainy. Really reminds me of typical sort of midway through the Stampede kind of a day, right? You know, there's always one of those days at the Stampede where it just kind of pours rain and it's kind of ugly. But you know, why not do rosé today, right?
Why not
do like
gotta brighten the day somehow?
Yeah, super summery white wines and rosé. That's what we're talking about today. So. 2 brand new wines. That's always fun. So last trip we took to France was in February, beginning of February, end of January, and we spent a lot of time in the Loire Valley. So a lot of the new things that you're going to see popping up over the next few weeks are going to be from the Loire. And this is the first one. And then we spent a little bit of time too in Beaujolais. So we got something kind of new, which is fun. We don't see a lot of rosé from the Beaujolais, so we got one of those too. So where do you want to start, Robin? What should we do?
Oh man, let's start with the Holy Snail. This is my
crack the snail. Tell us about it.
New patio wine of choice. So little Sauvignon Blanc out of Touraine. So you're kind of thinking a little more central in Loire. I love this. Sauvignon Blanc is not always my go-to wine unless I'm pairing with food. But in this regard, this is actually my new favorite patio wine. It's super juicy, really tropical, not that kind of grassy, herbaceous style that you sometimes see.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, I think you and I are cut from the same cloth there. Sauvignon Blanc isn't something I drink a lot of, to be honest. The ones that I've really enjoyed in the past tend to be just like a little bit out of my price range, like the Sancerres and the Puy Fumés. They kind of get in that like mid-$30, $40 range. So if I just want a thirst-quenching white, I can usually find something less expensive from elsewhere until this guy came along, because I'm really excited that we have something that's affordable. What's this go for?
$22.95.
So great price point. And for me, and I don't want to bash New Zealand Sauvignon, it's just not, it's a style that I find overwhelms me pretty easily. So I like it, but like 2 or 3 sips and I'm like ready for something new, because I find it's a lot of the same flavor. But this one is, this one's a little different, right? It's a little more subtle.
Yeah, I mean, the other ones sometimes show a little bit, higher level of acidity. It is an aromatic varietal, so it can be pretty intense on the nose sometimes, and that definitely shows up. And then this one just having that tropical fruit and that softness. And they even kind of make a little joke about the snail being sort of like juicy and plump, and that's kind of the reference to what the wine itself is.
It's a great name. I love the Holy Snail. I thought there was going to be a different story, not just a juicy, plump snail. But as a guy who likes eating snails when I'm in France, I can get behind that. But what I do really like about this is sort of the lusciousness of it. It's definitely not sweet. It's crisp and fresh. However, you don't get that kind of cat pea thing going on. You don't get that asparagus thing going on, and you really don't get the super green flavors.
I think that scares people sometimes when you use that term.
Yeah, I don't use that a lot when I'm selling wine, to be honest. It kind of smells like cat pea or asparagus.
Ammonia could be another term.
No one really knows what a gooseberry smells like, right? You just kind of eat those when they're like tacked onto your dessert. But I think this is like, again, a super juicy style, a really friendly style. So if you haven't been drinking a lot of Sauvignon Blanc, or if you have been drinking a lot and are looking for something new, I think this is the best one in the shop. And to be honest, the way it's selling right now, I think it's probably our best selling white wine. So
yeah, I think
people are digging it.
Almost everybody's taken a bottle of this when they've come in lately. Yeah. And they keep coming back for more, so you should jump on and try that out.
That's a good sign.
It is.
That's what we want. I like that. All right.
Rosé.
Let's go Beaujolais Rosé. What do you know about this guy?
A little family-run producer, so they actually started in 1834.
Okay. So
now it's the son. He was born in Morgon. Gamay is all that they grow, all that they make, so they have a few different expressions of that for sure.
Cool.
But rosé isn't something that we get a ton of from there in our shop, and so I'm pretty excited to try it. This is first time.
Nice light color. Pretty label too. I like the old school kind of packaging on that one.
Well, that smells fun. Kind of like minerally and a little bit candied.
Yeah, this is the first time either of us have had this. It's kind of a flyer on this. I know the red wines from this producer a little bit, and we had a good review on this wine, so we decided to order it untasted, but we were pretty sure it was going to be good. It smells great. So like lighter, fresher style of rosé, a little more of those like summer strawberries.
It's really lean and fresh.
Yeah.
The finish is super clean, and you definitely get a bit of that minerality that comes through, which I really like in the rosé. Sometimes, when you have that like soft Provençal style, it's a little bit like rounder and it kind of lingers a bit more. This is really clean.
It's kind of dusty. Like it's got that not quite, you know, I don't know. There's something kind of like earthy or spicy in there that I really like.
There's a
That'd
bit
be,
of a savory component for sure.
That'd be a great little food wine too. This will be your back patio grilling up some salmon on the smoker. That'll work perfectly.
Rosé, we have over 50 in stock in the shop, so that's kind of the theme for right now. I mean, summer, I go through some rosé every week. That's going to be a really fun one to pair, and that's why we've also got a new 6-pack for you.
Right, summer's going to be back tomorrow, so we're going to be
It's coming back. It's got to be back.
It's going to be nice. What'd you do for the? You got some of the new ones in there. That's awesome. What do you got for the new rosé 6-pack?
Yeah, so the new Grollo that we featured a couple weeks back, we popped in there,
Nice.
and then the new vintage of the Pinot Noir rosé, also from Loire Valley. So we're kind of got a little bit of a theme going on that way. And since we're talking about mineral-driven rosés a little bit with this, the Lights, the German Pinot Noir rosé, has that bit going on too.
Yeah, it's still one of my favorites. I really like that. You don't think Pinot Noir in Germany very often, and especially for rosé. Super unique wine, so much character.
And we had to throw some sparkling in there too.
Yeah,
So
why not?
I think sparkling wine is always the best way to kind of kick off a weekend or a little brunch party.
Perfect.
Yeah.
A Pinot Noir, Pinot Grigio blend. That's always tasty.
Yeah.
All right. Nice job. What's that go for?
That's $99.
What?
6
For
wines.
6?
I know.
That's a good deal. Nice work, Robin.
Thank you.
You have a lot of fans of that one. Anything else we need to talk about today, or?
I don't know. We still got our Stampede packs up online, so if you are trying to celebrate the end of this week with a little Stampede festivity or barbecue, or maybe you're going down to the little food truck lineup, you can get your rodeo beer pack, your Midway 4-pack, and of course that grandstand, the other $99 6-pack that we have online.
Right on. Lots of stuff online. Go check it out. Marketwines.ca. See you next week.
Bye.